Welcome to those near and far. Welcome to Mage the Ascension as luck would have it. Our game is usually set in 2019 in Montreal, Canada, but this week we are in a plane called Horizon. Let's meet our mages this evening.
Hi, I am Kibby Rose, and I'll be playing Dee Dee.
I'm Lloyd Coleman, otherwise known as AnnaGeek5150, and I am Orrin Pritchard.
I am Katarina Abrecht, also a turtle that is red, and I will be playing Pusha Lepai.
I am Christina Poe, and I'm playing Raina Tremblay.
And I am Jace Maxwell, and I'll be playing Max Toulon. Possibly getting busy.
Recap.
Chicka bow wow.
The Cabal visited the virtual adepts where they met Panda and Paul the goggle expert. They visited the Order of Hermes where they met Kaelin the medic and Enzo the debonair. They partied with the Verbena in the woods where Max made out with a random hot dude. This was in the evening. It's always dusk. So you wake up, possibly Max waking up next to a rather effeminate looking man with long hair.
He's definitely doing the oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh my god.
He's asleep.
Max can't find his shirt. I just gently shake the guy. I'm like, I can't find my shirt. I have to.
Do you want to borrow one?
Yes, please.
Okay. And he goes over to a wardrobe of sorts. He hangs a shirt, more like a tunic, and hands it over to Max.
Max puts it on, and it's like only going down to his midriff, and
it's not that bad. It would probably hit him in the mid-thigh.
This will do. Thank you.
If I find it, I will find some way to return it to you.
I will also endeavor to return your article of clothing to you, good sir.
Deal. He rolls over and goes back to sleep.
Max will head out. Not sure exactly where he is.
You see basically where the party happened. Oddly enough, it's not totally wrecked. The lights are still up and on. There's no trash lying around or anything. There's lots of mugs. But the woman that you guys initially met is running around picking up mugs, and she turns on a pan or turns on a camp stove and puts a pan on it, throws some butter in it, picks up mugs.
Do I see anyone out in the field?
I don't know. Do you? What are Raina and Portia and Orrin doing?
Good question. Where'd we all end up after the party?
Basically, you were given places to sleep. If you pass out at the at the table, you are welcome to do so. However, you were offered a bed.
Oh, well, Dee Dee had made her way over to the, I guess, closest. Is there a coffee room or anything within this location that they're at?
Not where they are at, but okay. Where you are at in the virtual Adepts Embassy, there is totally a kitchen with a coffee maker.
All right. Well, I actually want to get towards. I want to head towards them.
Professor Edge comes to the virtual Adepts Embassy looking for you.
All right. I'm hanging out I'm hanging out in the coffee station, just hanging out with my peeps, and I see her walking up, and I go, Professor Edge, good morning.
Good morning. I know you've been having fun with these guys, but I have intention of reuniting you with the cabal.
I am more than happy to to head back to them. I've heard some stories about what's been happening around town.
Oh, goodness.
Would you like some coffee?
I would love some coffee. And she helps herself.
And I just hop up and I say goodbye to my friends. I bid you adieu until next time. And I give a little smile.
And they wave back, and one of them gives you like a fidget spinner.
Okay.
Just to remember us by.
And I smile and I wink and I look at him and I go, anything special about it? Just for fun.
No, just for fun.
All right. I talk to you later, guys. And then I turned to Professor Edge and I said, after you.
So they're hanging out with the verbena right now, out in the woods. And I think I have a fun task, little adventure that we can partake in today.
A challenge.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be a challenge for the likes of you.
Sounds fun.
So we're gonna possibly talk to the dream speakers. I think that'll be fun.
Okay, off story. Do I know who the dream seekers are?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Ooh. So this is going to be a new challenge for me too.
Yes.
All right, I'm ready.
She leads you through town, sipping her coffee. She takes you to a gate, scans her card, doors open, and they go up a hill. And they come to a village. And there is Max standing kind of in the middle while a woman goes around picking up mugs and cooking bacon.
And I immediately...
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I immediately start giggling because I had noticed that his shirt is not the same that it was before.
It is open because it's a tunic, so it's open way down, much lower than he would usually have his shirt buttoned all the way up to the neck. And also his hair is not put together.
Are you tousled?
It's very tousled, but kind of in a way.
And I walk up and I slowly walk around him, looking him up and down, just giggling. And I stand next to him and I kind of like lightly shoulder bump him and go, "Have a good night."
I think so. Yeah. It was a good party.
I heard some stories. Where's the rest? Do you know where the rest of the crew is?
I have been drawn out by the smell of bacon and coffee and my need for sustenance. So I'm following my nose to the origin of the bacon and coffee smells. Do I run into them?
You do.
Hey,
Max is like, oh, there's Portia.
Oh, Portia, I'm so glad to see you.
Good morning, Portia.
Morning there, Dee.
Would you like some coffee?
Yes, all the coffee. All the coffee. Where's the big mug?
And I hand her my cup or whatever's left in my cup, and I look at the professor. I go, "Where's the closest coffee shop? I'm going to need a refill."
We are not in the zone for a coffee shop. However, we might be able to ask them if they have coffee available.
It'd be kind of rude if they partied and didn't give us breakfast in the morning. I'd feel very, very... Oh, shit. I can't think of the word. Haven't had the coffee yet. I down the rest of it. Oh, by the way, Max, your hair looks nice. Looks like you had a good time. Winky, winky.
Why is everybody winking at me?
Oh, come on.
Have you looked in the mirror, Max?
No. I woke up and
I pull out my phone and I turn on the camera and I hold it up to him.
That little cutie you went home with. Yeah.
And I look
It's
at Portia and I start giggling.
Wait, what? You, oh.
I saw who you left that dance party with. Go, Max. Go,
And I
Max.
turn off my
Go,
phone and put it back
Max.
in my pocket.
Max is like red.
And Max has no idea that I actually pressed record, not just let him see the camera.
Tricky.
So the lady that's been cooking, she's got a pot on the boiler out here. So she's making coffee, I believe.
I walk over. Do you need some help? I'm happy to help. By the way, are we allowed to eat this? Can I help you with anything?
Yes. Yes, please.
Awesome.
Can you fry this stuff up? There's some eggs and there's some bacon, and I'm gonna clean up the rest of the
Yes, I can.
mugs.
If you have any leftover vegetables, I could put this into a frittata on the iron.
That sounds wonderful.
Awesome. Yes.
While Portia's doing that, I look at Max and go, do you know where Christina or do you know where Raina and Oren are?
No, I think I left the party proper before the rest of it.
So you weren't with Oren last night?
No.
And I just giggle again.
With why would I be with Oren?
He was with a cutie little guy last night. So pretty. Almost looks like a girl. I might have fucked him. Anyway, point being.
Ooh, the tea.
Man, I'm drinking some of this coffee. We got some on, and I'm going to add more. Anybody want to help me find the coffee grounds? There's got to be more grounds around
here. There is like a makeshift camp kitchen, and in one of the lower shelves there is a container that looks like it might contain coffee grounds.
I open the container, I sniff it, and decide whatever it is.
It is definitely coffee, and it is super fresh.
Oh my God, this is amazing. I think I'm going to just melt here into the ground. And then she grinds it and makes it, like, puts on another pot. Because, yeah, we got a lot of people to feed. Start making some frittatas, putting it in the Dutch oven, putting it on the fire. All right.
There is a basket next to the camp kitchen that is full of vegetables.
Fantastic. Is there anything special that I don't recognize or anything that
they're like
out of the ordinary?
There's zucchini, there are carrots, there are squash, there are...
I don't need to worry about making people horny because of my frittata. Or something.
It is still dusk, so
Ooh.
it is impossible to tell what time it is.
Gotcha. Well, I added a lot of the veggies in. I don't know if I find any mushrooms in there or not, or if there are any weird stuff.
Sure do.
Cool. Well, I'm going to add those in, and we're just going to see what happens because that's the kind of risk I'm willing to take. Seems like a good idea.
They're just portobellos. There's nothing special about them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Raina blinks awake. Oren blinks awake.
I've been awake. I've been meditating for about an hour.
Okay, cool.
When I woke up, I found the nearest pickle juice jar and just poured some in a cup.
There is not pickle juice to be had.
Oh, what kind of Babina mages are you guys?
Not where you are, anyway.
Oh,
you might have to go to the kitchen.
Well, that's okay, because I heard some stuff going on over there anyway. Bunch of cooing.
You sure did.
So I head towards the kitchen.
The outdoor kitchen is being manned by Portia. And Dee Dee and Max are standing in the middle of what used to be the party.
Max is sitting at one of the tables at this point, with his back against the table, I'm guessing they're like picnic tables, so he'd be like sitting
They
with
are.
us.
I hand you a piece of fried bacon. Taste this. How does it taste? Done. I know you want food. You've had a lot of exercise. Just eat.
The fun night is over, and the item has been removed from Max's ass, and the stick has been reinserted.
So no change.
I see. When I walk in, I see Portia shoveling food into Max's mouth. So I go over and put a shoulder on his hand and then hand on his shoulder and say, "Hey, long night, bud."
So you saw too?
I was trying to keep an eye on you to make sure you're safe. Sorry if it's over the line.
So I guess my secret's out.
It was never a secret, sweetheart. It was never a secret. And I pat him on the back and then go grab Raina some coffee and also give her a slice of bacon. We don't have pickle juice, but it's salty and there's fat in it, so that should help.
Can you just put the bacon in like a glass of water?
Yes. Gross.
I feel like that's what my body needs right now is bacon water. I don't want coffee.
I hand her bacon water and grimace as she chugs it.
There is a shelf full of canned goods in jars. Peaches and pickles.
How
Oh,
much
I
food
guess
is
we do
Portia
have pickles.
making?
Portia's
much food-
putting potatoes in the fire and there's all sorts of stuff, but help yourself to whatever canned goods. I mean, I think. I guess we
Alright,
do have pickles.
I'm just walking around Portia as she's working, picking off like little bits of food that I can eat.
Nom nom.
And
At-
every
I hand
time
the pickle jar to Raina sheepishly. Sorry, woman, here's your pickles.
and every time Portia brings food to Max, he's just like, I oh nom nom nom.
Eat.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm surprisingly hungry this morning.
The only one surprised is you.
Okay, how about Orin?
At the point where Portia says something about the potatoes, you'll see Ord walk in, hair completely down, no ponytail, and he's gnawing on a raw potato. You don't know where he got it from.
Do you want a cooked one, Orin? We have them.
I'll take both, please.
Okay. You all are strange with your eating. Here's a bowl.
The woman who has been cleaning up notices Orin, and she takes the potato from him. That's poisonous.
He
crap.
He kind of looks at his hand like, well, shit.
They have to be cooked in order for them not to be poisonous.
Oh, Lord, how much has you eaten?
All right,
Jesus.
what do we do? What do we do?
Nothing.
Or
He'll just
immediately
keep
beelines for the coffee pot.
and coffee is about ready. The woman comes out with a carafe of cream. She says it's sweetened. And
You are an angel.
She disappears to the sump sink and begins cleaning mugs.
I walk over and I just refill my cup, just kind of like hoarding it this time because I'm like, Portia, drink the last of it.
It is not special, other than it is crazy delicious. It's got to be Colombian or something. Like, it's super fresh, super robust.
And as usual, I do a little bit of coffee with my cream and sugar. And I just look at everybody, and I'm just like, the look on my face is just like I'm melting to the floor with the flavor.
Nice.
Orin will take some of the coffee and put it in his vacuum mug. But then everybody sees him turn and looks at the where the coffee is, picks up a scoop and puts a scoop of the grounds in his cup.
Okay.
What the? For at this point, Portia is very confused by everybody's eating preferences, rolls her eyes, sighs, and gets back to cooking.
Oh, good. We're all weird. That's good.
Or kind of
We're
just
all
smiles
weird.
to himself and then walks to go find somewhere to sit.
You said there's a bunch of canned foods and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I walk over to the cabinet and I grab a couple of like peaches, just small things, and I tuck it into my survival bag that I have with me.
There are larger jars on the bottom and smaller jars on the top. There are more peaches than anything else.
Are there any like? So is it just peaches, or what else is there?
There's okra. There's pickles. There's apples. There's
All right,
something unrecognizable.
I grab one, kind of like of the small containers. I grab one of each and like stick it in my bag. And I open up one of the peaches and I grab my knife from my bag. I stab it into the top of the peaches and cut it open, and I start eating the peaches with my knife.
Cool.
Question: do these peaches come from a can?
Were they put there by a man?
She said they were canned.
In a factory downtown.
Well, I'm going to the country, and I'm going to eat a lot of peaches.
We're in the country.
Dang it, you beat me to it.
So, the breakfast is complete.
Is there a dinner gong? Can I ring a dinner gong?
There is no bell. There is no gong.
Dinner! I yelled very loudly a couple times. It's on. Food's
Stop
on.
playing.
And it's hot. Come and get it. And then proceed to pile my plate very, 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 very full because
I pause and wait for a stampede, and if there's not one, then I'm running.
There is totally a stampede. People come out of their tents, come out of their tree houses, and rush for the.
Oh, then I am up trying to get some food. I don't know if there's going to be enough left for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I tried to make enough. I think I put like 6 frittatas down. Really, the big ones that fit in a Dutch oven.
One pan is not going to feed a village.
Did I do 6?
All right, I'm fist fighting for some food because I'm hungry.
I thought I did 6 pans.
You
is there
make
more
it
than
there
one
before
Dutch?
they do.
Sweet.
All right, I'm going to start making some more eggs up. At this point, I find some sort of other vessel. Is there another vessel?
There are bowls.
Oh, fudge nothings. Anything I can put in the fire?
There's some cast iron.
All right. I'm going to fill those with egg and vegetable mixture and put those on the fire so there's like enough.
The woman comes over, stokes a fire.
Somebody put more coffee on. We're about out.
How can I help?
Kibby, or excuse me, Dee Dee comes over and starts making coffee.
You are a lifesaver.
I figured you needed some help.
Indubitably.
The woman completes her task. Marissa, I think I called her. She has all of the mugs, lined up upside down on a nearby table. She comes over, makes herself a small plate, and kind of helps here and there. She is grateful that somebody else is handling breakfast.
I am both cooking and eating at the same time. It looks ridiculous.
Professor Edge, basically, as everybody is wrapping up eating, she says, "There is a flower that blooms only in the rainforest here. And I think it would make a wonderful healing salve.
So we going on a quest."
I think it would
Are we allowed to take it?
I suspect that we can forage for it and no one will harass us.
Excellent.
Should we bring a gift of sorts or something to basically?
Do we need a trade?
Yeah.
I think
Offering.
I think an offering is a wonderful idea.
Any specific type? Food, smells, drinks? What?
Professor Edge, is there a specific offering that we could use?
I think food is usually universal.
Portia.
We don't really. The food is disappearing faster than I can make it. I'll have to. Or are we done with breakfast?
Dee Dee does realize she has a bag full of canned food in her
All
bag
right.
now.
Well, I guess we could hike out there. I do have the stuff in my bag that we could offer.
All right, let me finish up with this thing, and I think let's go.
And Professor, you mentioned something about the Dream Seekers too, right?
Dream Speaker.
What?
Indeed.
Seeker.
What's this?
I think eating and drinking with the Dream Speakers sounds like a wonderful time.
That's where we're going. Oh, sounds good. I'm ready. And I pick up my pack and I put it on and I get ready to go.
Okay. How are the rest of you?
I was lucky enough to eat my fill as Portia was cooking, because she was repeatedly stuffing things into my mouth. So I'm good to go.
Is there anything left over I can make into little pasties to take with us, or are we just
There is
clean
nothing
up?
left over.
Cool.
The village has pretty much emptied everything out.
Nice.
Is there any mint or peppermint hanging anywhere? Like drying?
There is mint, not drying, but there is mint growing at the edge of the tree line. Bushes are about waist high.
Is Marissa anywhere nearby as we're going? Because he was going to ask permission to pick it.
Marissa says there's more than enough. It's spearmint.
He'll nod at Marissa and walk over and start picking some of it and putting it. He'll pull a small container out of his bag and just start filling it with leaves.
Portia is lying on the ground but yells over, "Please collect extra." She says from the ground. She's a little beat. She's recovering.
Or look at Portia. Do you have a bigger container?
I throw a bag that's in my backpack at him. Fill this.
And he'll start filling it, not trying not to take too much.
Hey, Oren, I think
the bushes are plentiful, so there is no such thing as taking too much.
Mint grows like weeds anyway.
Hey, Oren, I think this one over here is catnip.
Then I run up and grab a little bit too.
Are you part cat, Dee Dee?
You never know.
Never know.
Ground.
Professor Edge stretches. She knocks the grounds out of the bottom of her cup. And she says, "I'm ready to go when you are."
All right, well, I pick up my stuff and stand up.
I stand up and stand right next to her.
Oren.
He'll walk over with everybody else after he's done picking what he needs.
And Max.
Oh, he's been at the ready.
Okay. She leads you all not towards the gate that you entered, but deeper into the woods.
Bum, bum, bum.
The village waves goodbye. And the trees begin to shift. They are no longer evergreens. They are twisting beeches and birch trees. And
I pull out my flashlight and just turn it on and start looking around in all the trees, like keeping an eye to make sure we're
they're
not
huge.
followed.
They're old. They're
Do I see
very
anything in the trees?
birds. There is a light rain that is happening, but the treetops kind of cover you.
I am touching every single tree I walk by as I walk by it. Just like
They are old and
Right.
happy to be touched.
Is the dog with us?
always.
Always. The dog is acting as a scout, so he runs up ahead, comes back, walks with you for a little bit, runs up ahead.
Aw.
Good boy, Cosmo.
Can we see anything odd in his behavior, like if he senses anything?
Son of a bitch. Okay, thank you.
Dead magic has sub-Saharan magic.
Cool.
So if you want that for your dream speaker.
Yeah, I may not have time to look it up, but thank you. Sorry about that. I'm here. You come to another village. And an African fellow with a chest piece and flowing cloths and all kinds of scarification on him. He comes up with a big smile and says, "Greetings, travelers.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you lost?"
I don't think so.
If we were, we've been found.
Professor Edge kind of steps forward, and as the man has his arms out, she puts her arms out too, and they both hug. And Professor Edge and the African man basically wander into the village and go into a house.
Do we follow them?
Do you?
Sure.
I follow them, but kind of keeping a little bit of distance just in case she turns around and tells us to stop.
The house is bigger on the outside than it is on the inside. Bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. There we go. Excuse me.
Kitty moment.
She waves you guys in. There is it's kind of like a teepee sort of situation. There's a hole in the ceiling. And underneath the hole, there is a fire. And they are making tea, and there are sweets of some kind that are brought out.
Ooh.
I walk up and I kind of look for a vacant spot, and I just kind of take a seat, looking around.
It is dusty. It is, and yet damp. The African is very boisterous and pleasant. He is not speaking English, but Professor Edge seems to be, and Professor Edge doesn't speak whatever he speaks, but they are basically speaking to each other through body language.
Can I read either of their minds and understand what they're saying?
Very likely.
Can I roll on it?
Sure. Roll a rete. You're not using a focus, unless you are. Is there a focus that you're using?
No, I just want to get a general sense of like what is being discussed. Like friend, foe, companion.
Do you have any quintessence that you would like to spend to lower your difficulty?
I don't have any quintessence.
Have you been drinking the coffee at the chantry, at the college chantry?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then you should have 3 quintessence that you can
Okay.
spend.
All right. Then yeah, I'll spend 1 quintessence.
All right, so it's a difficulty 5.
And you said arete, and that's it?
Arete, difficulty 5.
Because I got 2 successes.
Cool. You gain the impression that they have met before, and he looks at you and looks at Raina and says, "Now we are going to talk to Jaguar," he says in English.
Who's that?
Spirit of the jaguar, so that we can go hunting.
Alrighty then, let's do it. Do you mind if I sit
Cool.
down?
Please do.
Thank you.
He takes a powder and he throws it into the fire. And the shape of a jaguar kind of puffs out of the flame.
Ooh.
He basically, pays homage to the jaguar, and the jaguar seems to bestow a power of some sort to him.
I pull the can of a couple of the cans of apples, okras, and peaches out, and I put them in front of me in a row.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he throws the powder in the fire, something inside of me tells me to stand up and like curtsy. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm just offering my most graceful pose.
And the spirit bestows a prowess in you that makes you feel like you could take on the planet.
Ooh,
Portia doesn't
fun.
fully understand what's going on and throws some stuff from her big bag at the jaguar because she just thinks we're putting things on the floor.
Portia has kind of a hard time making out the jaguar in the fire, but the way that everybody else is acting around it, you kind of gain the impression that you should be worshiping the fire too.
Okay.
The fire kind of like hypnotizes you, and you too feel the prowess. You feel like hunting bears.
Ooh, rawr. That's a bow.
So does Max. Wow.
Max also receives the prowess.
I don't know if it's that kind of bear, but bravo, Max.
Is it something
Something
we
bears.
all feel, or is it just them?
Anybody who offers an offering to the fire
Okay.
is given this.
I look around at everyone else and I
power.
go, y'all, anybody else feel that? Anybody, like, going and conquering a beast right now? Or is it just me?
Nope, definitely want to tackle some stuff.
I feel power, but I don't feel like conquering anything. I feel power. Like I could if I needed to. But I feel like my first priority is different.
The
Lunch.
African kind of moves over to the corner of the house where there is a stack of giant spears, super long, and he pulls out 5 of them, throws them to you guys, says, "Here is a magical spear. We are going hunting for man-eating tigers."
I stand up as he throws it, catches it midair, and flip it around, kind of like getting a gauge for it. A little bit of showy off, too, but also kind of getting the weight and balance of it so I know what I'm doing with it.
It's wonderful. You also feel a hum coming off of it.
And I send a little bit of my energy into it to see how it responds.
It responds wonderfully. Seems to be playing together.
And I look at him and I go, "Thank you."
Portia also starts to get a feel for the weapon and is like, getting a sense of how it is. Is there, I don't know. She turns to the man, asks him if there's anything special or a way to hold it. What stance is best?
You hold it like this.
Yes, sir.
And you use it defensively. You can poke at a distance. Don't get too close to the tigers, obviously. And he kind of shows you a couple of moves with it. Over the head, around the back.
Nice.
Portia, if you want some help, I can teach you a couple simple moves.
I think I've got it. If you know more than this gentleman, but sure, yes, go ahead.
And I go out of the house into the street, into the main thoroughfare, and start practicing doing spear things.
And I just show her a couple of simple attack moves, like 2 attack moves, 2 block moves, and 2 like defensive action moves.
I feel like I pick it up pretty quickly.
Make a note that you can spend experience on martial arts.
Okay, I will do that.
And I look at Portia and I go, you look pretty hot twirling that stick around.
Portia has to go to the bathroom. She's embarrassed and runs to go pee.
And I'm just standing in the middle of the street, just like, what did I do? Crap.
There is no actual bathroom per se. You basically have to go into the rainforest and
that's fine.
Go to the restroom.
I go pee in the woods, then I have run to the woods. Basically, yeah.
And I'm just like, I didn't mean to embarrass her. I was just stating fact. She's pretty good with that thing. I'm like talking to myself, literally, just standing in the middle of the street.
Portia has gotten lost coming back from peeing in the woods and is now trying to figure out where she's supposed to go.
You see a beautiful flower in front of you while you are taking a leak.
Great. I'm going to pick it up.
It smells like wonderful.
The thing to do.
Yeah.
Grab some of those leeks too.
Stick it in my hair. No, I don't know. I'm holding it. Maybe I stick it down part of my shirt to keep it safe. Okay. I don't think I brought my purse with me at this point because I was messing around with the sword.
And at this point, I'm a little worried. Yeah. And at this point, I'm a little worried because I thought she was just going to like run off and come back, and she's been gone for a minute. So I'm kind of like I'm kind of retracing where I'd seen her run off to.
You bump into her.
Are you okay? I'm sorry.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Things are cool. We're cool. Cool. Well, hey, look at this flower. This thing's pretty sweet. It smells delicious.
I was just about to say, where is that? That's a beautiful flower. Wow. It does
Agreed.
Smell good. Where'd you find it?
Out in the trees, peeing. The flowers just seemed like the right thing to do, so I took it.
Were there any
Now
others?
That sounds terrible. I don't think so.
Professor Edge comes out, sees Dee and Portia talking, sees the big flower like popping out of Portia's shirt and says, "That's the one."
And I look at Professor Edge and say, "I don't think she gave an offering. I think she just peed."
Oh, I suppose urine is an offering.
That's good fertilizer.
So what's the flower for, Professor?
A healing salve. We need more, but this is a good start. How many are we
looking for?
I don't know, 5 or 6.
Gotcha.
We want to mash them up and boil them down and make a solve out of it.
Did you see any more where you found that one? Or was that the only one?
That was the only one.
The only one.
If we can replicate some of these, the growing conditions here, we could probably grow more. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could make it pollinate.
Can you see how it's created, like the structure of it, and kind of like maybe copy it? Reproduce it?
Not like magically reproduce it, but logically reproduce it. Like make it, birds and the bees type thing, pistil stamen.
I look at the professor. I'm like, is that possible with a single?
He's gonna Louis Pasteur it.
Professor Edge is like, it takes like 150 years for it to bloom.
I don't think we have that long.
Oops. Yikes.
So they happen to be in bloom here, and I'm gonna grab them.
We got the spears. Is this where did you pee, Portia? That's as simple a question.
I don't know.
Well, I saw you come from that direction.
Are they clustered together, Professor, or how do these things grow?
They, as far as I know, they come one at a time.
So we just got to go on the hunt.
Apparently. I'm going to stay here with Churuk. There is a boy who is coming of age that wants to go with you. And he will lead you to where you want to be.
Alrighty then. Where was the kiddo?
The kiddo comes out, loincloth, paint, dust, basically.
I kind of do a karate bow to him slightly in respect.
He nods his head back. And he kind of like waves you on and jumps into
Tally-ho.
the rainforest.
Following the leader, the leader, the leader, follow.
Dee-dum, dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da.
Indeed. He has a machete instead of a spear, and he hacks through the rainforest, making a path.
I'm kind of keeping to his right, and I have my spear out just in case. Not like threateningly, but just kind of holding it at the ready, scanning the tree line and everything.
You think you see tigers kind of along the tree line, like up on a hill, like looking at you.
All right. Well, I give them a respectful nod as I see them.
One of them hops down the hill.
Is he close enough where I can talk to him?
He comes up to you, jumps on your shoulders, and gives you a big lick on the side of the face.
I wince a little bit, but I let it happen. And I just hold my hands up in a very defensive manner, kind of like standing my ground, but not being aggressive.
He purrs and kind of whines around your body.
All right, and so I start petting him like a big kitty cat.
Pet, 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 pet.
I am disgusted because all cats disgust me at this time, and I have moved back.
The other two tigers who had been watching come down as well. One jumps on Raina.
I am just cooing over the tiger.
Pets. Begging for pets. And Orin begging for pets.
Orin
would actually kind of like nuzzling the side of its head.
Aw, it nuzzles back. A figure, a silhouette of a man is in the shadows of the trees.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Is he doing the fandango?
He steps forward and reveals he is a man with a tiger for a head.
Do the tigers respond to him at all?
They seem to enjoy his company just as much as yours.
I turn to him and I do a slight bow.
He smiles back.
And I say, hello.
Hello.
I am Dee Dee, and I am sorry if we are transgressing on your land.
I am Amrit Fikram. It is wonderful to see foreigners here.
Oh, well, are these your, I don't want to say pets, but are these your companions?
Companions.
Well, what's your name? What's his name? Hello.
They don't really have names. I suppose if you want to name them, to call them something, you may.
I'm calling mine Sapphire. I don't know why.
Nuzzle,
Hello.
nuzzle, nuzzle, nuzzle.
You like Sapphire? Okay, we're going with Sapphire. We'll call you Fire for short.
Kind of like flops over and like reveals its belly.
And I rub his belly. I literally just like snuggle him. Like I'm on top of him, literally just rolling around, enjoying myself.
Oh, he is basking in the affection. The Amrit looks at all of you and smiles, and I'm sorry about the grandfather clock. It is the tiger man in the turban and very royal looking vestments. Amrit basically like is making chit chat basically while you guys are snuggling the tigers.
I am not snuggling the tigers. I am standing very stiff and rigid and hoping this ends soon. I'm just looking uncomfortable in general.
Yeah, Max is approaching the one that's with Reyna just to see if it will let him touch it.
And yeah, the tiger, maybe a female, like comes over to Max, kind of like expecting pets.
Pets are freely given.
Yay!
I look down and whisper to my lion, "Do you know where some flowers are?"
The tiger is just like nuzzling and sitting and expecting to be pet.
Out of character, can I talk through Cosmo? Is that
You can probably talk to, you can use your spirit powers probably to talk to the spirit of the tigers.
Okay. I'm going to do that and ask them if they can help us. What would you like me to roll?
Are you using a focus? Are you using a skill to lower your difficulty?
Let me see what I've got. Am I looking in attributes or abilities?
Both.
Okay. So I have maybe manipulation and esoterica, maybe?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Roll difficulty 6.
Okay.
You say the wrong chant.
Oh no. Oh, what a time to do so.
Can I try the same thing with my lion?
It's a tiger.
Or tiger?
And
Sorry.
do you have spirit?
Yes. Hold on, let me look. I believe I do. I do. I have 1 in spirit.
All right. Then what are you using anything for your focus?
The same as Raina.
So a chant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does she want to add the catnip as part of her offering? Will that help?
Ooh, I will do that if it does help.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll difficulty 5.
With 1 spirit?
With esoterica plus manipulation.
So nothing in esoteric. I have 3 in manipulation.
Then a flat 3.
And difficulty of, I'm sorry,
5.
2 successes.
Woo!
Then it is a difficulty 4 on your arete roll.
2 successes.
Excellent. You managed to make contact with the tiger that is under you, basically, and says, "What do you need help with?"
And I look over at Portia, and is the flower visible on her still?
Yes, it is like poking out of her shirt.
And I said, can you tell me where and how and what we need to do to get more of those flowers? Offerings, location, anything to help.
We might be willing to help you if you help us.
And what would you like in exchange?
There are a tribe of hunters that have been killing our people, and we want to do something about that.
Are you looking for us to kill them or to negotiate with them? Compromise?
That I don't know if compromise is in their vocabulary.
It's against my morals to kill.
What about your morals? Okay, sorry.
I look up at all of you and I was like, hey guys, my little sapphire here tells me that he, she, they can lead us and show us how to get to the flowers, but in exchange, they want us to take care of some hunters that are hunting.
Marie basically like nods. Yeah, there are hunters that have been killing us off, and we could use some help remedying that.
I believe an eye for an eye makes everyone blind. So, anybody got any ideas?
Is death the only option? Do we know what we need to end this thing?
I asked if we could negotiate or compromise. He said no.
Yeah,
He said
but
it's
like,
probably
does
not
something else
possible.
work? Like death to everybody, maybe not the truce. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there might be a threshold or a way that this is done. How is this done? I turned to the man, boy, child, kiddo.
Well, we can't just go running after them if they're hunters, because more than likely they'll hunt us. Does he know where they are right now? Like the
What if we
location of the
ransom the queen or the king or their leader or whatever? Like, if we kidnap one, can't we barter a truce?
Amrit says it is that way.
Which way?
Points.
But like, are there other
Points
ways
in
besides?
a random direction.
Points in a direction and says they are that way.
Do they have to die to end the fighting?
No.
Well, do we know
Well, Portia,
what makes them stop?
I like your idea of maybe I'm up for going to see what happens. I'm up for going and talking to them, see what happens, because honestly, whether we get the flowers or not, I don't like hunters killing these guys. Period.
What will make them stop? If we don't have to kill all of them, what makes them stop?
We're gonna have to go find out. We're gonna have to go talk to them.
I'm asking that little kiddo dude.
The kiddo is like.
Do you know?
Would anybody in his tribe know?
Know what?
Any information regarding these hunters that they could give us?
Do the tigers know? Can you ask like what will make them stop? Like they seem like all fancy magic.
Well,
If
he said
the tiger is like, if we could handle it by ourselves, then we would.
No, like maybe you can't handle it by yourself, but you know how to get it done.
No.
Oh.
If we knew that would end our.
They would have done it already.
They would have done it already.
Or maybe this is their way of knowing how to get it done.
Anybody else have some insight? What's the doggo doing?
The doggo is sitting closely to Raina, kind of looking side-eyed at the tigers.
So
not interacting.
I put this to both our guide and Tiger Man. I forget his name. Do either of you know anything about the people who live that way?
The Tiger Man says they are Euthanatos.
What's that? Is that human?
They are a tradition of mages.
Are they killing by magic?
No.
Well, from the
Do they hunt magic creatures for their magic?
Well, from my studies, that Thanatos is Greek for like death.
So they're death mages?
So do they hunt other magical creatures to steal their magic in order to survive? Are we dealing with a Voldemort and a unicorn type situation here?
Everybody looks confused.
What do we know about the whatever?
They have swords.
That's it?
As far as we know.
Do we know what they want? And magic. But you said they're not killing
they
by
want
magic.
Hides.
Hides? Like people hides? Yeesh.
Like tiger hides.
Oh.
Do you know if they deal with other mages?
I don't know much about them. I haven't been able to get close enough.
All right. Sounds like we need to just go meet these people and assess the situation, see what we can find. Or at least just like
Are any of us able to be invisible?
No.
Fuck.
Not since 1981.
Not that talented.
Damn. We do not have our vampire powers. No, just kidding. Scratch that.
Well, I get up and I look at Sapphire and I say, okay, do you want to come with us? Or come with me? I'm going to go get reconnaissance.
Support you from the trees.
All right. I'm going to go get reconnaissance and at least go get a visual of what we're dealing with here.
Well, you can't go alone.
Well, obviously no one's being left behind here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hate to do this to you guys, but y'all ready? Yep. Y'all ready for this? Tally
ho!
And I pick up the spear and I nod to the guide and I said, "Are you joining us or are you staying here?"
I'm scared.
Well, you can stay here, or you can head back to. Or actually, I would appreciate
with us. Come on, we'll be all right. Everybody's scared. That's normal.
I think I'd rather leave them with the Lion King.
Tiger King.
Tiger King. I got
no. Are you supposed to come with us, kiddo?
We were supposed to take care of men-eating tigers, but I see no men-eating tigers.
Then I suggest, since you are so young, that you best be either stay here, because we do need a guide back, and see if Mr. Tiger King will keep an eye on him for us.
I will stay.
If we're gonna leave him with the Tiger King, we need to make sure Carol Baskin isn't.
I knew that was
I
coming.
don't know. I was just saying we need to leave him with a lot of condoms or his own spear.
He
Don't
has
try
his
the cocaine,
machete,
kid.
He's got his machete.
and Amrit, the Tiger King, basically.
I'm honestly
says, I
not
will
that
support
worried
from the
about him.
truth. It is not my job to watch children.
Honestly, I'm not that worried about little man. He knows this area. This is his home, and he's got a machete.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of like climbs back up the hill and starts walking along the tree line, essentially leading you to this village.
Hi ho, hi ho.
I
It's
want to
off
stay.
we go.
I want to stay as hidden and out of sight as possible, kind of like using as much foliage and trees and everything else to hide myself. And I'm going to pull out my binoculars, and my notepad, my pen, and I'm going to start kind of taking reconnaissance and taking notes.
Okay.
Should we roll for stealth?
You should roll for stealth.
Okay.
So stealth plus dexterity. Difficulty 6.
Oh, I miss Allie right now.
And what's the difficulty?
6.
I got 1. Luckily, my dex is high.
1 success.
Give me a minute. I'm sorry,
2
guys.
successes.
I have to pee.
So it looks like everybody's sneaking.
Okay. And can I roll to see if I can see anything or sense anything?
You can, guess, perception research? Or investigation, whichever is higher.
Okay. Let me look.
While she's doing that, I'm sorry, I was away for a second. What are we rolling for?
Rolling for stealth.
And what's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
Is it just stealth?
Everybody is rolling for stealth right now.
Just stealth?
Stealth and dex.
Stealth and
okay.
dex. Difficulty 6.
And I got 3 successes.
Orange's gonna move up, and he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna basically get a lay of the land. So it'd be the same roll. Investigation, perception.
Yes.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
I think Max is doing his best just to try and be silent.
Who has the goggles from? Who has the goggles from Mr. Paul? Holy crap! 5 successes.
No, nobody has the goggles. We had to leave them there because he wanted $2 million.
Oh, okay.
All right, I got it rolled. And somehow I managed to be successfully won.
So the 3 worst of us still got a success for the stealth.
That's insane.
Yay,
that normally
everybody being stealthy.
Woohoo! We all passed stealth check.
We're getting better. We're getting better.
What do I see?
You see, both you and Dee Dee see plants that you've never seen before. There's a couple of flowers, like, on the way. And there are birds of various colors. Is that a phoenix?
Holy shit.
Oh, wow. And do we see the hunters at all? I want the phoenix, though.
If you want to hunt for hunters, go ahead and roll perception investigation. Difficulty 7.
3 successes.
All right. You all kind of catch the glint off of a sword. You see an Indian looking, like a Hindu looking fella holding the sword, kind of hacking through the forest.
Is he headed our direction?
No.
Is this our target? Is this who we're looking for?
Confirmed. Confirmed.
Oh.
This is our target.
Okay.
Confirmed. We have target on radar and in sight.
I guess we go for it and attack. I don't know. I aim for his back of his knee.
I think considering they have been killing lions and we are fairly new at this whole killing thing, I don't think just running up for attack is the best idea.
Well, I thought we
Innocent
all
sacrifice.
rolled, so does that mean the storyteller tells us how the fight went down, or do we conduct
You
fights?
haven't rolled for the fight.
Oh, I thought we rolled for the fight. How do we fight?
We were basically just tracking them.
Right,
You were just looking. That's what the perception roll is.
So I guess we follow as quietly as possible. Should we roll for stealth again?
Do you want to follow?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again. Difficulty 8 this time.
I'm sorry, are we all rolling stealth again?
Would you like to?
Sure.
Well, if she's kind of taking the lead, I'm gonna not let her go on her own, so.
I'm staying put, and I'm just keeping an eye out.
That was a lucky roll.
Orin sees 2 more people in the brush.
I got 2 success.
Didn't we want to talk to them?
That's what I thought too, but if
we're
Portia's
tracking
gonna go
them,
running in with
I'm not running
guns
in, I'm
blazing.
just following. I'm not. I don't have to. I'm just tracking and following.
Okay.
That was the brief. I just kind of forgot what the brief was. Sorry.
Then I'm just keeping up with her, doing the same thing, just tracking them with my goggles.
I failed my stealth roll, so I'm glad we're trying to talk.
You're kind of just like walking through. There is a woman who also has 2 swords. She kind of like turns towards the ruckus that you're making through the woods, or through the rainforest rather. She waits for you to break through the tree line.
Since I see her seeing me, I say, hello, my group was sent to hunt some man-eating tigers, but I think we took a wrong turn. Can you help me?
She lowers her swords and says, "You're lost."
Yeah, we're not from around here.
You want to go that way.
Okay, thanks. And I just want to start heading that way to take the suspicion off.
And I am just watching Raina in shock. Just like, oh, what? Huh? What?
Can I get a text through to Raina?
Your phones don't work here.
Can I do telepathy and talk to her?
If you want to try.
I'm gonna try. Be like, Raina, what are you doing?
You got to roll for it.
All right, what is it?
It's your arete if you're not using a focus.
Okay, my focus is... Okay, no. Yeah, I don't need a focus. I'm just trying to scan her and figure out what the heck is going on.
Are you spending any quintessence?
No.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6. Difficulty 6.
2 successes.
Nice. You open a telepathic channel to Raina.
Girl,
what are you doing? Are you okay?
I mentally shrug my shoulders. I'm not totally sure what I'm doing. I just noticed that she noticed me and I was coming out anyway. I didn't want to have the attention exactly on where we all were, so I'm diverting her attention.
Okay, quick question for the Game Master. Can I have Raina stop in place and can I use sight to see what she's seeing? and kind of scan the hunters to see if they're like to kind of get an idea of possessions. So like to see if we have anything that could be a fair trade. To open communication lines.
Okay, you can roll a rete to push through her willpower. What is Raina's willpower?
Let me check.
And then my focus is just to see what she's seeing.
I have 5
Right.
dots and 7 squares.
5 dots. Then you go ahead, Dee Dee, and roll your arete, difficulty 6.
Do I have a focus?
And do you have a focus?
I just want to see what she's seeing, like see through her eyes.
Then Raina has to roll her willpower. And whoever is higher.
Oh, do I have to roll my willpower?
You have to roll your arete, difficulty 6.
Oh, okay.
Am I also difficulty 6?
Yes.
1 success.
1 success.
Attacker wins. So Dee Dee can see through Raina's eyes.
And I go, Raina, turn towards the hunters for a second. I'm going to scan them and see if there's anything I can approach them with for negotiations or open communication.
Roger. And I turned very slowly around.
You can't really see through the brush, but you can hear them hacking away.
And I can't see if they're like any clothes.
They continued walking.
Like if I can't see what apparel they're wearing or if they have any gold on them or anything like that.
You can't see through the brush. Raina would have to retrace her steps.
And Raina is going in the opposite direction of them?
She just turned around, but
okay.
She's not exactly close.
Raina, start walking parallel to them, kind of innocently. You said you were lost, so use that to your advantage. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. I was considering finding a kind of higher ground, climbing a tree or something.
Do me a favor and see if you can see any gold or silver or anything like that on them.
Okay.
Something that they would value other than lions or tigers. Why do I keep saying lions?
So I start walking.
Sounds like it's a bear. Oh my.
Parallel to the camp, and I'm scoping out trees where I could get a vantage point.
There is totally a tree where you might be able to climb it. Dexterity athletics.
Okay.
Difficulty 7 because there aren't any low-hanging branches.
Oh, today is just not my
fall
day.
Flat on your back.
I see this through my goggles and I'm just like, oh my god. And I kind of like, I don't mean
I break
to,
out
but I get up.
fighting to go run.
Yeah, we both. I start sprinting towards her.
Oh, Jesus.
The woman
just totally forgetting.
The woman who had basically like told her where to go, like turns, weapons ready, and is like surprised to see like you all coming out of the woodwork to help your friend.
I immediately stop and break and put my weapon up, and I look at Portia and I go,
no, I knew what I was doing. I knew I was going to her. I'm still beelining it for Raina because, like, I knew I was coming out of hiding. Gotta help a man down. So I'm still beelining towards Raina to make sure she's okay. Have I arrived at Raina yet?
So you are assessing Raina's well-being, not facing the woman who is aiming her swords at you. Okay.
I'm facing the woman who
Max is as well, and I say, Raina, are you okay? Did this woman do this to you? We know totally what happened, but Max is pretending like he's protecting Raina from this woman.
Oh, my hero. I fell out of a damn tree.
Can you move everything? How are you feeling? Does anything feel off? Go slow.
No, I'm totally fine. I just fell out of a tree. It wouldn't be my first time. Thanks for checking, Bill.
Never leave a man behind. Yikes, you gave me a scare.
And yikes, you just drew her attention to everybody. What's our next play?
Ah, fuck twat waffles.
Roll for initiative. I don't think you actually roll. I think you add your wits plus perception to plus 10. And then tell me the number. Whoever is partaking in combat.
Oh, what was it again? Sorry.
Perception plus wits plus 10.
I have 17.
16.
18.
Raina. Oren.
Still
18,
rolling. Hold on.
18 for Dee.
Yes.
It's not a roll. We just add the 2 plus 10.
Oh, I have 26 then.
26?
Yeah, 6. Oh, sorry, 16. 6 plus 10. Sorry. 16. My bad.
I also have 16, but I only intend to be defensive if needed.
16 for our woman. And Dee goes first.
All right, what do I roll?
What do you do?
Oh, well, I'm definitely not striking first. I'm defending. I don't.
You are holding your action?
Yeah, I'm holding defensive posture, making sure that because she did swords up, and I reacted.
Raina.
I grab my bow because I'm more comfortable with my bow, and I fire a warning shot.
Dexterity, firearms, difficulty 6.
Oh, please don't hit me. Because I'm standing in front of her.
2 successes.
Excellent. You fire it near her feet. She takes that as an attack. And
all right, I dropped the spear and I now have my nunchucks out.
She takes her turn to come at Raina. She swings down. Raina kind of like brings the spear up, and right before the sword clashes with the spear, a force field flashes out, and the sword is deflected.
Neat.
Holy Toledo.
What just happened?
Don't know.
Whoa. Raina, how did you do that?
Are we standing up? Did we get knocked down?
You haven't been knocked down.
Okay.
I'm frozen. I am in shock. Like, my nunchuck, I was twirling my nunchuck and it had literally dropped down, just like swinging, and I'm in just.
At the top of the hill, you see, or rather, while that happens, Portia goes next.
I was standing defensively, but I didn't need to do anything because the force field went up before there was need for me to join in. So, what's happening now?
Max.
I will say to Portia, defensive position around, form like a perimeter.
Check.
So we make like a circle.
While they're moving, can I do a maneuver to try to get the weapon out of the person's hands? Using my martial arts.
Martial arts plus dexterity, difficulty 8.
1 success.
You managed to take one of the swords out of her hand.
And now I'm in an attack position. I take it, and I'm now in attack position with the sword in one hand and my nunchucks in the other.
Okay.
And I say, we need to talk.
Max.
Just in defensive position with Portia standing in the same way.
Yep.
Okay, Oren.
Oren would probably, because he's watched enough videos on combat, in a sense, like he likes nerding out on different things. He'd probably try to sidestep to like either to the side of this woman or slightly behind, and take the spear and go between the legs and try to trip her.
Okay.
I thought we already had her captured, sort of.
Captured? No.
She's just got defensive.
No, I just put her in a position of vulnerability. That's all I did.
Okay, I'm a dumbass. Hi, what's up?
The other 2 hunters that were ahead of her turn around, and now there are 3 people that you are contending with.
I try to aim my spear and try to get one of them in the knee or the calf, because that'll take him down without killing them. I have martial arts and some other stuff, so just let me know what to roll.
And I want to make a move where I put the woman in a headlock with the sword up to her throat.
Hold on. There are turns. All right, Dee, you try to put the lady in a headlock. That would be martial arts plus dexterity, difficulty 7, because she's still armed.
Failure.
She deflects you. Dude number 1 goes to attack Max. Again, since he is standing with the spear in front of him, the hunter brings down the sword, and just before it strikes, a force field flashes out, deflecting the blow. Dude number 2 goes after Dee because she's not holding a spear at the moment. Pool, difficulty, auto, specialty, comment. Cool. They definitely updated the bot. That is super cool to me.
Did you need to repeat what my move was, or are you still working on something else?
I'm still working on something else, dear.
Cool beans. Just checking.
Because she is reacting to Dee at the moment.
Cool.
Or rather, the dude number 2 is reacting to Dee at the moment.
10-4, good buddy.
2 successes. So Dee should roll martial arts plus dexterity with a threshold of 2, difficulty 6.
What do you mean by a threshold of 2?
That means you need at least 2 successes.
Oh, okay. And you said difficulty 6?
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
Attacker wins. He basically comes down to cut you across the to make distance between you two. You dodge just out of the way and take a slice to the face. It is officially the end of round 1. At the top of the hill, Amrit is there, clapping with glee. Then
I
it is
am
Dee Dee's
startled we have an audience and that he followed us, but that is okay, I guess. But I'm also worried about Dee Dee, so I don't know what to do.
Okay, so Dude handled Dee Dee. Raina.
So after all of that, where are all of the opposing players?
They are basically, they have carved a path with their swords, and they have turned around, and it is 1, 2, 3, and they are all pointing their weapons at you.
At me, huh?
At you guys.
Oh, I was gonna say, oof, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of that one.
Yeah, the woman was on Raina. The guy was trying. Oh no, the guy was. One guy's on me. One guy is trying to split up Dee Dee and the other and the woman.
Okay. I would like to shoot the guy that's trying to break up Dee Dee in his butt.
In his butt. Dexterity plus firearms, difficulty 7 because it's a cold shot.
Indy Bert.
And he's gonna dodge. Attacker wins because it is 3 versus
5.
Thank you for saving my butt.
Hold on. Why did it? Oh, specialty. I see. Okay, no, it's just 2 10s. There are not specialties. 3 versus 3. Raina wins. The arrow shoots true and thops him in the butt, and he goes, ow! That was due 17, 16, Oren.
After failing the attempt to try and trip the woman, he's just going to take a couple steps back and basically drop into kind of like a bulwark kind of stance with the butt of the spear in the ground pointed at them.
Mm-hmm. So you're taking a defensive stance.
Yeah.
Portia?
There's one person, I guess, who hasn't been gotten hit, and I shoot at their calf with the spear.
You basically try to pull shoot him?
Yep, just take him down enough that he's not dead, but he's incapacitated.
All right. You don't have martial arts. I guess it would be...
I have 2 of martial arts.
Oh, okay. So martial arts plus dexterity, difficulty 7 because it's a cold shot.
Martial arts plus dexterity. So 4. I'm gonna use one of my whatevers to lower it 1.
That's for magic, the quintessence.
You can lower your skill with quintessence too.
Oh, you can? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Okay. How many points?
4 against, I guess, 5.
Are you spending 4?
No, I was gonna spend 1.
Oh, okay. So difficulty 6.
So I take the difficulty down to 5, or I give me an extra point.
You take it down to difficulty 6.
Cool. 2 success.
2 successes.
Sorry, I'm used to difficulty always being 6. My bad. That was me.
versus 2, so that is attacker wins, and Portia stabs the man in the thigh. He hollers.
Holla. Is this the one that was on me, or is this a different one?
This was the one that was on you.
Oh, shit.
Max.
Well, there goes my attempted diplomacy.
Sorry.
I yell out, "Can we not fight, please?"
The Amrit basically comes down the hill, excited, and cheers you on. And the hunters see Amrit, and they go, "Oh shit!" They drop their weapons and they run.
Well, that's odd.
Amrit turns into a 500-pound tiger and chases after them.
What the fuck?
Why do I feel like we just got set up?
The other tigers come down the hill and start following as well.
Why do I feel like I just helped the hunters?
And we'll call game there.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. We'll start with Kibby.
Goods. That was a fun game. I missed playing, so it was fun. I really enjoyed. I still enjoyed finding Max in his lovely little tunic at the beginning of the game. Still wearing it, hunting through the forest with tigers. Anyway, bads. I think I just walked our group into a problem. Uglies. Uglies is the points, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uglies, I'm gonna give it to Raina, since she pretty much started the beginning of this whole havoc at the end without realizing she did. But it made the storyline fun, so I'm gonna give it to her.
That's the story of my life.
Let's go with Oren.
Let's see. I say good. Oren learned something today that don't eat raw potatoes.
Don't eat raw potatoes.
Which I'm surprised I didn't get a roll off of that one.
He's just going to be pooping funny for a day or two.
Bad. I think we just got a little scatterbrained during that combat because
combat.
Yeah,
you guys aren't combatants. Like,
but because was I supposed to roll for that trip or? Because I didn't actually get to do it.
That was because everybody was throwing ideas at me while it wasn't their turn. So I apologize for
Whoops. That was our bad. We're learning etiquette. Noobs,
I'm
mistakes.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Noobs, mistakes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I just went into the assumption that it failed and I stepped back.
Okay.
So
bad, like, the confusion during the combat.
And I'd probably end up giving the point to Dee Dee because she was basically the one leading the charge, in a sense.
Cool. Max?
Goods. Max's secret's finally out. Well, to most of the group.
Yeah, to everybody but Ord, because he's still oblivious.
To everyone who's paying attention. Bad's not a bad for me as a player. It's a bad for Max. He was so trying to keep that battle from not being a battle, and wanting to heal those people that were hurt. And every time they came around to him, things were just worse and worse and worse. He's just like, but I can't help if you're stabbing each other. So yeah, not bad for me as a player, but because I think it was funny. And I will give my point to Portia for feeding me.
For what now?
Feeding me.
Oh, for stuffing food in Max's face.
Aww.
Portia.
I thought it was fun that we had this kind of adventure and our first battle, which was neat. I just really enjoyed that, and I'm gonna give my points to Raina because she had a lot to do, and I would have given it to maybe she gave it to Kibby. Fudge nuts. I don't know. You both did a lot. I'm gonna give it to Raina because Kibby may have led us into the lion's den. Well, tiger's den.
And Raina.
I'm Carol Baskin.
Sorry, I had to recover from that. Good is I liked the way the game went. I was also trying to avoid a fight. That's why I didn't just go in guns blazing when she saw me.
Yeah.
I was trying to get away from a fight. But the fact that it happened, I think we're learning things together.
Yeah.
And next episode's gonna be rad. My bad is that I kept clicking out of the. So if I open StreamYard through Discord and I don't open it with Chrome when I go to use the dice, it just wow. So I totally spaced doing that the second time. So
I feel you. That happens to me sometimes.
User error on my part. I want to give my ugly to Max because I'm proud of you. Max, for taking a step out of the closet. And thanks for coming to see if I was okay.
Yay. Everybody gets 1 point for getting through today. And next game would be the 12th.
Jeez, where is the month going?
I know, right?
It's a short-ass month.
I know, but only by a couple days, and everything just seems to go so fast. Like, how did January end so quickly? Anyway.
If you like this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button, and if you would like to see the rest of Mage the Ascension as luck would have it, then you might want to subscribe and maybe even ring that bell just in case you see when a video goes up, and we will catch you guys on the flip side.